My name is Vicky Rosc, and I recently joined Bridgewood in Tala, Kenya. Definitely life-changing, and we did so many things, ministering to people in the church, outside of the church, to be with a big team, to get to know people, to work together as a team. To see everybody's individual gifts, and to take that time to listen to what each one has to say and how we can grow together, helping each other, helping people in Kenya. My faith grows so much from going to Kenya. It's also been a very humbling experience in more ways than one. And I've noticed in the last few weeks I've grown to this contentment. Not my faith. I always want my faith to grow every day. I want to spend more time with the Lord. But I just have this peace and contentment of where I'm at in myself, in my everyday walk with what I'm doing. One thing that really touched my heart, a young boy came to me the first day we were in Redeemed Gospel Church named James. James was very poor. I later found out James walks 10 kilometers, that's over 6 miles, to come to church looking for food. Our last day in Tala, Ann, the administrator for Redeemed Gospel, brought me to his home. It was very late. We had to walk very far. He and his family, there's 7 children total. There are parents, however, the dad is abusive and alcoholic, doesn't take care of the family. This mother, I don't know how she does it with 7 children. The oldest daughter actually was taken by a family to help her out, but for boys, there isn't that kind of help. James could end up a street boy where he ends up wandering around aimlessly, get into alcoholism, drugs, or whatever. They live in an 8x10 little hut. There's nothing there, no electricity, they sleep on the dirt. It really touched my heart, and I wanted to help him and his family as much as possible. Once we got there, they couldn't even figure out exactly where it was because it was so dark. We pulled over on the road, and Ann and I walked. It seemed to be about 200 yards through a field to this little building. And as I walked, I wondered, Lord, what is it? I was so humbled by this experience. They pointed out the door, and the door was all busted up and kicked in, and it was from the dad, who again is an alcoholic and abusive. And I was just taken aback, and my heart was just broken by seeing how this family was living. Even after the experience, while we were in the car, Anne began to cry. She lives there, and she said she hasn't seen anything like this in such a long time. God calls us all to minister, to be missionaries, and if it's not intended for you, you can always do so much in prayer and helping.